Welcome to Hero Wars Info. My name is Ryan. The Titan Brawls has just started yesterday, and there's really two aspects of the Titan Brawls that you want to know about. The first is the actual Brawl event, where you're going to be fighting different people to get more of these Titan Brawl coins that you'd be able to use in the shop. We'll be going over the best buys in the shop later on in this video. And the other is these quests that you're going to be able to complete to also get you different Titan Brawl coins to also be able to use in the shop as well. Now, I do want to point out, especially for this one, the Scorching Crater, there are a couple of different aspects that you should not be doing yet, and those are these two right here, the upgrade any Titan skin 2 times, and the upgrade any Titan by a certain amount of levels. We do have a new Titan coming out in just a couple days, Verdoc and Phyto, and as you can see here, there is both a level up your Titan, Verdoc and Phyto, a certain amount of times, and a upgrade Titan to level blank. So you probably want to save your resources for that, but I don't see anything around Titan artifact spheres or summons in the summoning circle for the upcoming event, so you should be relatively safe to use those if you do have those resources. Now, in terms of the Titan Brawl event, this is a Vulcan Brawls, meaning you have to use Vulcan, the Fire Titan, in your team. So, you will always be facing him in defense as well, and you really just want to try to figure out teams that are going to be good counters against the teams that you are facing. So let's go ahead and go. I'm just using a fire team right now, a full fire and tenebrous to move past these too dark, too light teams. So there we go. This looks like a full fire team versus I'm going to go ahead and do my full fire team plus tenebrous. And we're just going to keep on moving. Now, hopefully, a lot of these are going to be relatively easy. If you do face different types of teams, so for example, if you're facing a water team, you probably shouldn't be going against using a fire team straight up against it. But there are a lot of teams that a straight up fire team plus Tenebrous can beat, as you can see as we're going through this, and we haven't lost yet. Now we do have a different type of matchup. Let's go ahead and see. This is full fire plus Sigurd. Let's see if that wins. It does. This one looks to be kind of a mix of different ones, but I don't see a Titan or a totem on there, which is the best type of teams to fight. If they don't have a totem, they're probably not going to do that well. We'll keep on going. None of these are particularly hard. As long as you kind of think of the counter teams to most of these. Oh, looks like we might have a mirror match here. Let's see who wins, attacking or defense on a mirror match. Okay, well, that's good to know. Looks like the defending team won there, so I would have to switch my team up. Now, if I saw that team again, what I'd probably do is just create a water team with Tenebris, maybe Solaris, and then go from there. But for the most part, a lot of these teams should be relatively straightforward. You should be able to beat them without having to spend all of your lives, as long as you're just doing the opposite team of what their strength would be. Okay, so we got a water team here. Let's go ahead and see. We still have a couple lives to gamble with. Let's go ahead and see. Yep, my full fire team is still able to beat a water team. So relatively straightforward there. Another victory. Great. And we're getting close to the max amount of points. You really shouldn't have to reset your battles or your lives. If you do, it costs 200 unless you want unlimited, which is 2,000 emeralds. If you have to, I would still do it. I think the coins are definitely worth the 200 emeralds. But just be smart around these battles. Make sure that you're looking at the right teams so that you can get the max reward on a daily basis. Now let's go ahead and jump into the Scorching Crater. As I mentioned beforehand, there are up to 200 summons that you can do today and 400 Titan artifact spheres. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Luckily, we have a chance to test out this 100 button, which I'm excited about. This is the first time I'll do 100 summons in the summoning circle. Or I guess the second time. I did it before for the previous event. Yeah, look at all these 30s for 100 summons. Nice. Okay. Any Titan? Nope. Darn. Doesn't look like I got any of the big ones. Let's see. Let's do 100 again. A lot of 30s. You're just going to be getting a ton of Titan and still no supers. Nope. That's too bad. Okay, but that has finished that. That allows me to get some more Titan Titan coins. And let's go ahead and do the spheres here too. See if we can get anything. We're going to be doing 400. Doesn't look like a totem there. And I would be pretty surprised with 400. If you get a totem, you're pretty lucky. Be pretty surprised if I got one, but hey, you can hope. And I really am thankful for these 100. It makes it so much easier to do the numbers instead of having to go back and forth all the time. Okay, there we go. So 400, nothing big, but it did give me more points, so I can go ahead and grab those. Now let's talk about best buys from the shop. So we do have the Verdoc and Phyto event coming up. If you don't have enough Titan potions to get Verdoc and Phyto at least to level 100, which it looks like this will probably be 2 different tasks. If I'm reading this correctly, level up your Titan, Verdoc and Phyto 100 times, and level up any Titan 60 times. So you can accomplish both of those by just leveling up Verdoc and Phyto, or Verdoc and Phyto. But if you don't have enough Titan potions, Titan potions are not a bad buy here. Other than that, I would not recommend any of these items right here, or the Titan Brawl coins. It's not worth it. And you can eventually, if you don't care about Titans that much, you can get to some of these items that are not bad buys. The Dragon's Heart, you're going to need a ton of those. Lycanthrope's Fangs, you're going to need a ton of those as well. Egrets of Nocturnal Cicadas is a good item. Hand of Glory is good. You're going to need a lot of Flaming Hearts. None of those are terrible buys, but for me personally, I'd be going for Essence of the Elements. I just still know I need a lot to be able to max out my Titans. And I just spent a lot with the previous event to make sure that I win the Tournament of Titan Power. So I'm going to be going with Essence of the Elements. Up to you on if you want to go with that as well. If you need some Titan potions, I don't think that's a bad buy for the new Titan about to come out. Otherwise, if you've already maxed out or if you don't care about Titans, there are some good items that you can buy there too. So that's it. It's a relatively straightforward event. Just be smart about it. Win as many battles and get the max reward there, and spend your resources wisely. Thanks so much for watching.